This is the Herd Line News.
So a little bit of news. Paul George is about to make his Clippers debut. Chris Haynes is reporting that George is set to play Thursday night when LA takes on the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Oh, that'd be fun to watch.
They will play Houston on Wednesday before they travel to New Orleans. So he's been sidelined, obviously, while recovering from 2 off-season shoulder surgeries. But they are getting him back. Thursday is the second game of a back-to-back. And there's no word on Kawhi's status for either game, obviously, because the back-to-backs are kind of the
he doesn't do that
part of the load management situation. Yeah, and the Clippers had a win over the Raptors. Obviously, Kawhi's former team 98-88 at home last night. Kawhi had 12 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists. Yep. So not a highlight game per se, but still a good win for them, and they're 7-3 this season. So this is big for the Clippers to be able to get Paul George back, get him in the mix. Paul George is obviously a great defender, so that's just another addition there. I still think the Clippers are the best team in the league right now. So good news for the Clippers. So the Patriots had a long time to think about their first loss of the season during the bye last week. Despite leading the AFC with an 8-1 record, Tom Brady thinks New England needs to step it up.
Ramp it up.
To be 8-1 and have the opportunity in the second half of the year that we do, I think anyone would take that. So it hasn't all been perfect, but it's been good enough in some areas. And we're going to have to, really ramp it up and play our best as we go forward. So hopefully it'll be a great second half of the season. But it's really up to us to earn it, the people that are in the locker room, and got to show up to work every day with a great sense of determination, commitment to doing our best for each other, for the team, and try to go get a win. And it starts this week in Philly.
By the way, it's interesting. So last week, Brady was off. The Eagles were off. Deshaun Watson was off. There was a lot of great quarterbacks, and we still had 11 of 13 games, 1 possession. Last week ended up being a great weekend of football. We had the best quarterback ever out, the most exciting quarterback arguably out, big brands like Philadelphia out.
The ending of the 1 o'clock window was insane.
It's crazy.
You literally could not look away. Well, the Patriots' next 4 opponents all have winning records. They're at the Eagles. We're 5-4. Then they have the Cowboys at home. Then they're at the Texans, and then at the Chiefs, which will be obviously a huge game.
I'm really interested in New England. I don't think that Dallas-New England game, this Philadelphia game, it's kind of you're facing the same team, kind of. I think New England, but I said this last year. Just think of last year's offense, which was kind of stagnant. Now no Josh Gordon, and now no Gronk. They don't have enough firepower.
But they always seem to find a way. Like, they always seem to find that guy on the roster that ends up stepping up big, and Tom Brady finds a way to form a relationship with them, and then they win. I'm with Michael. I gave up on the doomsday stuff with the Patriots after the Atlanta Super Bowl. I just submitted, I give up. You win. I'm not going to actively root against you anymore. There's just no point. And this year, I'm with you. It does feel like they're missing that X-factor element.
No cheap touchdowns. It's over. No vertical threat. No Gronk. They have no cheap touchdowns for the rest of the year.
So the 2 games I'm interested in are the Texans and the Chiefs, because to me, those games will tell us if there's anyone close to, besides the Ravens in the AFC, that can touch the Patriots. Yeah. Because to me, it feels like it's the Patriots and the Ravens, and they've already played, and you know how it is when you play Belichick twice in 1 year. You hope you win the later game. Finally, the Giants lost their 6th straight game on Sunday in a very fun game to watch.
Yeah.
But the team knows that the fans are disappointed. Golden Tate even took some time to apologize to Giants fans and asked them to stick with the team. And he used a slogan that you don't really like very much.
First, I'm apologize to the Giants crowd, because I know how important this game is. And I know we were expecting to come out and get a big-time win against the other New York team, but we didn't. The only thing I can ask at this point is just be patient and, try to trust the process. Just know the people inside the building we're working. We still believe we can win. We just got to go out there and do it.
Yeah, I don't know if they have the right coach, and I know GM and coach, don't trust them. And if I don't trust your GM and your coach, I'm kind of out. And that's where I feel with the Giants. I'm out.
Well, it felt like that they didn't have any direction at the beginning of the season, because coming into the season after drafting Daniel Jones where you drafted him, starting with Eli Manning, felt a bit silly. I understand what he's saying, trust the process. You know, they are in a development year. But as you said, are the pieces there to actually develop Daniel Jones into what he needs to be? And are they actually building as opposed to just treading water? You don't really know. I mean, we know you have Saquon Barkley. You know you have your quarterback.
Prime example. They went and got Golden Tate. They had Sterling Shepard. Why'd you pay both? It's the same receiver. Why would you do that? Like you don't pay a lot of money for the same guy twice in this league. And when they did that, I'm like, okay, I don't trust this front office at all. Sterling Shepard I like both of them individually. I really like Sterling. It's the same guy. You can't pay both. This salary cap league. Like, I just don't feel they're...
Maybe they just felt like they needed to give Daniel Jones as many offensive weapons as possible. But I don't know if the direction that they're going is trending towards... You know, you want to see... Obviously, it's unfair to compare everyone to Lamar Jackson, but you want to see a significant step up year to year.
Like an identity? What's their identity?
Yeah. I mean, Saquon Barkley is their identity.
Yeah, there we go. Joy with the news.
Well, that's the news.
And thanks for stopping by.
The Herd Line
Bad news for the Dallas Cowboys. Really bad news. That's coming up. 66% of men start to lose their hair by the age of 35. I'm not balding yet, but if I was, here's the good news. 2019, we have science, medicine. Healthier, thicker hairlines are available. Hims helps guys be the best version of themselves. FDA-approved products. Best part, no awkward in-person doctor visit. Couple of questions online, answer them. And a licensed physician reviews it and determines if a prescription is right for you. My listeners can get started for $5. That gets you the Hims Complete Hair Kit, $5. 4hims.com/Colin. Now, prescriptions are subject to a doctor's approval, and it does require online consultation with a licensed physician. And he or she is going to determine, all right, is the prescription appropriate for you? Before you make the call, go to the website. They've got all the details and all the safety information. 4hims.com, FDA-approved products. 4hims.com/COLIN.